A car named in honor of the legendary Ayrton Senna. It has to be special, doesn't it? When I say special, I mean it is a hardcore track-oriented performance hypercar that can literally run rings around other McLaren supercars and supercars made by other manufacturers as well on a racetrack. Launched in 2018, the Senna is the third in the McLaren Ultimate series of cars after the OG F1 and P1. Hello and welcome to this DubiCars Exotic Car of the Week video where we are talking about something truly special, the McLaren Senna. This car is a masterpiece of engineering and performance. So join me as we delve into the heart of this high-performance hypercar. The McLaren Senna is a true work of art, the perfect blend of form and function. Every design line and curve on this vehicle serves a purpose, optimizing aerodynamics for a thrilling driving experience. McLaren's main focus while designing the Senna was to achieve the fastest lap times around a racetrack, and hence you see aero elements all over the car. Don't go looking for a grille up front because you aren't going to find one. Instead, you get massive air vents. Some of them channel air to different parts of the car. For example, the one in between channels air through a massive radiator here, and the hot air then comes out through these vents on top. And then the ones at the side channel air into the wheel well and underneath the car for better grip and stability at high speeds. Oh yes, you also get LED headlamps and DRLs. More vents on the side profile, and well, no surprises there. For example, the vent here channels turbulent air from the wheel well out onto the side. And of course, speaking of wheels, you've got 19-inch wheels up front. These look absolutely fantastic, especially with the orange brake calipers in between. Now you move on to the side, you get more vents here, more aerodynamic elements. The bottom paneling is covered in carbon fiber. In fact, the entire car is made of carbon fiber. Some of them are left naked so that it gives a bit of that sporty feel, the high performance feel. There's a huge vent at the rear to channel air to a radiator and oil cooler. And then there's another vent to channel air to the bottom pan of the vehicle. So there you have it. It's a smorgasbord of vents and ducts on this. That's high performance engineering for you. You want another vent? Well, McLaren is more than happy to give you one with this roof scoop that channels cold, clean air to the air intake. You just can't miss this now, can you? It's one of the largest wings fitted to a production car, and instead of being mounted on top of the pylon, it hangs from it, and that allows it to move freely because that's what this does. It is hydraulically controlled, which means it keeps changing its angle according to what is necessary and according to the speed the car is doing. For example, if you're braking at its top speed, if you're at the end of a straight and you brake really hard, it can go up to 90 degrees in angle. So this whole thing moves up and it just acts like an air brake, and that is simply fantastic. Now, if you can get your eyes off of this wing and look underneath it, well, you'll find a lot of vents and slats bringing hot air out of the engine. If you remember the vent on the side, well, the air that goes into the radiator comes out through here, and then you've got this interesting, really cool looking exhaust outlet. Now, if you look further below, you have McLaren and Senna badging, and then you have this massive diffuser at the bottom with the orange, papaya orange highlights, and that simply looks fantastic. So there you have it, probably one of the most scientific and one of the most sci-fi looking rear ends on a car you've ever seen. Stepping inside the Senna's cockpit is a purist haven. It's all about simplicity and functionality. Carbon fiber surrounds you, and every single button and lever is within arm's reach, signifying just how driver focused this car is. Everything is made of carbon fiber, the steering wheel, the paddle shifters, and this little control panel here with lots of driver oriented switches, performance oriented switches and buttons. In terms of infotainment, you just get this slender little screen here, and that's just about it. Features are kept to a minimum to keep driver distractions also to a minimum. This rotating instrument cluster binnacle is just fantastic. It is so cool to watch it rotate back and forth from track mode onto road mode. These seats are not made to keep you comfortable. In fact, they're made from carbon fiber and weigh just 8 kilograms. That's to keep weight down, and also these are made to keep you in place while you're doing corners at unbelievable speeds. Also, a normal seatbelt is just too mainstream for this car. You need a 5-point harness, and that is available with this car. You also get a normal seatbelt, and that is used for road purposes only, but while you're driving on track, you need to use those 5-point harnesses, and they look excellent in this orange shade. The glass panel in the door allows you to have a view of the road or the track unlike any other. If you still want to listen to some good music, well, you have a high fidelity Bowers & Wilkins sound system in here. Now let's talk about what really matters, the performance. The McLaren Senna is powered by a 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 petrol engine that produces a staggering 789 horsepower and 800 Newton meters. Combine that with a lightweight carbon fiber chassis and carbon fiber almost everything, well, you have a car that accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.8 seconds, and it will go on to a top speed of 335 km per hour. In terms of driving dynamics, it's more like the Senna is an extension of the driver. The steering is precise, the acceleration is instantaneous, and the braking is nothing short of phenomenal. The McLaren Senna is a hypercar that takes performance to the next level. It is a tribute to Ayrton Senna's legacy that combines power, precision, and passion in a way that only McLaren can. If you're fortunate enough to experience the McLaren Senna on the road or on the track, well, you're in for a treat. If it made your jaw drop in awe like ours did, go ahead and find this McLaren Senna from Topline Motors on DubiCars. That's it from us for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and like, share and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.